Oh, okay. Um, so I want to talk about something else. Um, reality, there parallel realities exist. Reality has been cracked for a long time, and once a person falls through one of these cracks, the likelihood of them falling through another one happens more and more. Problem, another an issue is that even when you're sitting still, you're still moving. The planet Earth is spinning, so we're spinning around the equator. The the planet is orbiting around the sun, and the entire system of the Earth around the sun is going upwards in a corkscrew. So we're constantly moving through space time and constantly running a chance of falling through one of these cracks. When you're in an anchor place, your home, you are less likely to slip through one of these cracks. It can happen, but it's not going. It's less likely. If you slip through a crack, depending on how strong your anchor is to your original reality, you're more likely to slip back through again. All these parallel realities are connected via the back rooms. What are the back rooms? The back rooms started out as a creepy pasta on 4chan where a person put up a picture of what seemed to be a interconnected group of office rooms that just seemed to go on forever. There's other stuff to the back rooms, but that's the basic definition of what the back rooms are. I remember the first time I got stuck in the back rooms, and once you slip into the back rooms, you can get back out. Um, and I'll tell you how I got back out. But it enhances the risk of you slipping between reality also. You just skip the back rooms entirely and just go to a parallel reality. Um, you can travel to parallel realities intentionally via the back rooms, but it's very dangerous and it's very complicated and it's not something a normal person should do. I started this entire video and I didn't even introduce myself. My name's Colwyn, by the way. Um, First time I got stuck in the back rooms was in middle school. It was my first year of middle school, and of course, I didn't have any friends, not right away. And I remember wandering around the school, and I heard some kids walking up behind me, and one of them shoved me, and I fell forward. It was known that I had bad balance, and because people see me out during the PE class having a hard time running around and stuff. And I remember falling forward, and I wasn't looking where I was walking, I was looking down at what? I honestly don't remember. Um, and the way the classroom buildings were set up was the four rooms around the outside with the office in the middle. And at first, I thought I had just fallen into the office room somehow, because when I stood up, I saw these bright white walls. And first time I went through was in the mid 90s, and I haven't been to the back. I haven't been to the same back rooms because the back rooms change depending on your perception. Crap, come on. There we go. No, not quite. I'm transforming this toy with one hand off camera for some reason. And so I remember standing up and walking and looking, hey, where's the teacher? Where's the teacher? I was 12 years old. And after a while, I just got scared and I sat down crying, mumbling to myself, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And the next thing I remember was feeling my bedroom door shoving at my back and my mom calling out, Colwyn, let me in, Colwyn, let me in. And I jumped up and I was back in my room, my actual bedroom from when I was a child. Of course I'd be in that bedroom because that's when it happened. Wow. I did it poorly, but I transformed them one-handedly. That's where, when you feel things aren't quite right, or there's a chance you've slipped into a parallel reality. And unfortunately, sometimes people get stuck in those parallel realities because they interact in one way or another. What is a parallel reality interaction? Well, it recently happened to me where I was on a property and one of the residents tried to bribe me into ignoring their vehicle for parking violations. I know a few minutes prior I had just had a reality shift. I felt really weird and just ugly walking in and out of the hallway over at the restrooms there. So I completely ignored it. If I would have interacted and taken that money, I would have, it could have spiraled out of control, and that wouldn't have been very good for obvious reasons. So, yeah. And just when you drive, even, you cross into parallel realities. Why is that? Because, as I said earlier, you're sitting in one spot on the Earth. The Earth is spinning. The Earth is orbiting the sun, and the whole thing is spiraling out of control. And if reality is cracked and fractured, the cracks and fractures don't necessarily move. They wiggle around a little bit, but they don't move. But if now you're driving, especially if you're driving counter to the Earth's rotation and on a huge galactic scale, no, it doesn't really matter. But on a minute scale, it can matter. Well, it matters galactically and it matters minutely because you're driving along, passing through these cracks in reality, and it hurts. It hurts. It's actually one thing I've realized over the last year is wearing a mask can actually help in reality crossovers because the air is different. And there was times before I was wearing a mask regularly that I'd go into a building or I'd go into a place and just things didn't smell right. They didn't breathe right. But now that I've been wearing a mask more and more, it's not so much of an issue. You know, clothing also protects you. If you wear heavy, bulky clothing, it helps to protect you from the pain incurred from crossing realities. Does everybody cross realities? No. Unfortunately, I am one of the few people that do it, and I hate doing it. It's painful, it's annoying, it's frustrating, but I've figured out how to deal with it. So, it's hard. Sometimes it feels like I'm mentally stuck there. Like my thoughts repeat over and over and over again, and I think that really helps define it. It's not only a physical place, it's a metaphysical place that while you're just existing, you're still stuck there thinking over. I know you guys don't interact very much. It'd be nice if you did. Um, did you guys enjoy the last couple of toy reviews I did? Did you enjoy me talking about this thing and the other toy? I've got other stuff that I'm thinking about reviewing, and I got one toy that I actually really want to talk a lot of crap about. I'm keeping it. I like it, but it pisses me off as an action figure. And again, I think I should get its mold relative first so I can compare them back and forth. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Alright, I'm gonna go and stop talking. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.